Researchers have recognized more than 4,000 planets in this universe to date. Cutting-edge innovations, for example, the Hubble Space Telescope and all the more as of late, the billion-dollar James Webb Space Telescope, have and will make huge commitments around here. In this multitude of found planets, is there a world like Earth? Or on the other hand, is there water and air on any of these recently distinguished planets? Does life exist there as of now, or might we at any point begin another life there? These worries have provoked the curiosity of researchers, yet even cutting-edge innovation has been not able to respond to them. Nonetheless, there is something a lot greater than the enormous James Webb Space Telescope that will help researchers in finding what can't be found today or later on. Without it, the LUVOIR telescope. Welcome to our channel, your one station for all the report from space. Go along with us in the present video to learn about the telescope that is considerably far superior than the as-of-late sent-off JWST. The cutting-edge James Webb Space Telescope has been sent off, so what's next for astronomy done from past Earth's surface? Indeed, their work isn't finished at this point. The 4,000 or more planets found so far have been inconspicuous characters on the inestimable stage. Notwithstanding the new furor encompassing the mission for distant exoplanets, with the exception of a not very many large things shot by ground-based observatories, essentially all exoplanets have possibly been spotted when they feint the illumination of their host stars for a concise timeframe or when their gravity makes the star wobble in a specific design. Researchers can decide an exoplanet's circle range, mass, and thickness utilizing these examples and a couple of different methodologies, however not much else. The planets are still little dark shadows, as one field specialist puts them. Researchers, as known for their interest, need more. They need to decide the compound organization of the planet's airs, whether fluid water is available on their surface, and eventually whether these universes are tenable. For this reason, many telescopes, including the Hubble, are sent off that have stunned researchers with their revelations. Furthermore, presently, the greatest telescope ever, the replacement of Hubble, the James Webb Space Telescope, is supposed to try and find the outsiders. To find the responses, researchers need something more solid. Like clockwork, the entire astronomy local area assembles to present recommendations for which ventures would give the most logical advantage to the discipline. As a feature of the Public Institute's decadal overview, this chance to decide the following further developed and more solid telescopes, NASA charged 2 critical investigations that required 4 years to finish, including enormous groups of researchers and designers. The Public Foundation of Science is right now evaluating the discoveries as a component of a decadal study for cosmology and astronomy. The overview thought of the most aggressive, generally intricate, generally costly, and generally progressive, everything being equal, the LUVOIR, huge UV optical infrared assessor. If researchers have any desire to be aware on the off chance that life exists on various Earth-like planets, they'll require LUVOIR or something practically the same sooner or later. As we discussed in our past recordings, the monstrous James Webb Space Telescope is basically a reinforced Hubble Space Telescope. It's tremendous to such an extent that its mirror pieces would need to be collapsed origami style to squeeze into a solitary rocket fairing. The LUVOIR is significantly greater. Its idea concentrate on goes for the gold telescope reflect with a width of 15 meters, very nearly 50 feet. That is multiple times the size of the Hubble Space Telescope's mirror and over 2 times the size of Webb's 6.5-meter telescope. LUVOIR's most aggressive plan would incorporate a mirror the size of a fair Ferris wheel. Space experts guess that this multi-reason telescope will actually want to achieve a scope of galactic science objectives, including noticing Jupiter's cloud tops with a 15-mile or 25-kilometer goal and looking for biosignatures in the climates of different planets. So what different revelations is this monstrous telescope going to make? As per the review reports, the observatory's primary object is to accelerate the quest for little weak Earth-like exoplanets circling sun-like stars with expectations of finding those that could uphold life. Another objective is to empower a wide range of astronomy research from the reionization age to system creation and development, as well as star and planet development. It would likewise have the option to lead strong imaging and spectroscopy perceptions of planetary group bodies. One of its key science objectives is find and portray Earth-like planets circling close by stars. The telescope has sufficient ability to situate around 100 of these exoplanets, which can in this way be concentrated on exhaustively to search for indications of something going on under the surface beyond our own nearby planet group. As indicated by Martin Barstow, who is the teacher of astronomy and space science at the College of Lancaster. Named by the UK Space Organisation as an outside onlooker to the LUVOIR Concentrate On group, Earth-like planets circling different stars are gigantically hard to track down, and distinguishing them is past the abilities of our ongoing arranged space missions. However, we are fostering the advances to complete this pursuit and are near having the apparatuses prepared to fly in space. A mission like LUVOIR is the device we really want and is an immensely interesting possibility. The quest for tenable universes and life somewhere else in our world is, in my view, quite possibly of the main logical journey. Barstow is likewise a co-creator of the report backing the proposition and is seat of the Space Telescope Foundation gathering, which gives oversight to the body that works Hubble and will work JWST, showing the fervor and confidence in the plan. He said, "I will anticipate having that response to the inquiry, would we say we are separated from everyone else inside my lifetime? The inquiry this is the way is this telescope going to carry out the roles and find such far-off objects? The response clearly lies in its mirror. With a fragmented telescope gathering and a huge overhang to be sent in circle. The underlying plans are practically identical to JWST. Nonetheless, LUVOIR would have a divided mirror with a breadth of up to 16 meters contrasted with JWST's ongoing record of 6 meters. One thing that will make you a devotee of this telescope, as expressed by Forbes, is that the picture having the option to point your telescope at each cosmic system in the universe, an item that is ordinarily 100,000 light-years huge and considering highlights to be little as 300 light a long time across. Regardless of the distance away it is, LUVOIR would show a system the size of the smooth way as no less than 400 pixels across with north of 120,000 pixels of usable radiant data in each casing. Paying little heed to the distance away it is from us. Isn't so astonishing? The LUVOIR Concentrate On group has delivered plans for 2 variations of LUVOIR. One with a 15.1 meter width telescope reflect called LUVOIR and the other one with an 8 meter measurement reflect called LUVOIR B. LUVOIR is the latest type of a genuine replacement to the Hubble Space Telescope, and it is wanted to notice focuses in UV, apparent, and infrared frequencies, rather than JWST's just infrared limit. Coming toward the plan to allow direct perceptions of Earth-like exoplanets, LUVOIR would be furnished with an inside coronagraph instrument named Overshadowing Outrageous Coronagraph for living planetary frameworks. For the more modest LUVOIR plan, an outer star conceal is additionally accessible. The LUVOIR configuration coordinates 3 standards to accomplish the unprecedented wavefront steadiness expected for chronographic investigations of Earth-like exoplanets. To begin with, vibrations and mechanical unsettling influences are kept to a base all through the observatory. Second, both the telescope and the coronagraph utilize dynamic optics to direct a few layers of the wavefront. Third, to control warm aggravations, the telescope is effectively warmed to exact 270 Kelvin or 3 degrees Celsius. The LUVOIR Innovation Improvement Plan is upheld with financing from NASA's Astronomy Key Mission Idea Studies Program, the Goddard Space Flight Center, the Marshall Space Flight Center, the Fly Impetus Lab, and related programs at Northrop Grumman Aviation Frameworks and Ball Aviation. The monstrous James Webb Space Telescope took $10 billion to show some signs of life. How much is the LUVOIR, which is considerably greater and greater, going to cost? For LUVOIR A, the underlying quotes are roughly $10 billion US, with lifetime quotes of $18 billion to $24 billion. With regards to LUVOIR B, which was intended to send off on a weighty lift rocket with an industry-standard 5 meters or 16-foot measurement send-off fairing, lifetime quotes range from $12 billion to $18 billion. In the case of everything goes as needs be, the huge telescope scores well in the financing contest. The Uber Space Telescope will send off at some point during the 2030s. It requires a ton of investment and cash to find conclusive solutions to the main issues of all when the award is finding there's life on that planet circling another star thereabouts. It's clear that LUVOIR is the one telescope we as a whole need to cooperate to make. What do you say? Can this telescope convey what it is promising? Is it true or not that we will track down a planet that sounds our subsequent home? Share your views in the comments section below. If you like the content, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon for the update on upcoming space videos. Until then, have a great day and thanks for watching.